Let's be real for a second. No man ever wants to admit it, but it happens. You're in the heat of the moment, she's ready, she's craving you, and your body just doesn't respond. Maybe you get hard but can't stay hard. Maybe it takes forever, or maybe nothing happens at all, and in that moment your confidence crashes, your mind races, and deep down you feel like you failed as a man. This is not just your story, it's the silent struggle millions of men face every single day. But here's the good news, the problem isn't always you. Sometimes it's something missing in your body, something simple that your system is crying out for. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the one vitamin that has the power to change everything, boosting your blood flow, firing up your desire, and making sure you never have to fear those embarrassing moments again. When it comes to being a man, there are a few things that strike directly at your confidence and your identity. One of the most important is your ability to perform in the bedroom. We don't always talk about it, but every man knows deep inside that when he can rise to the occasion, stay strong, and satisfy the woman he desires, it makes him feel alive, confident, and powerful. But when the opposite happens, when you feel ready in your mind but your body doesn't respond the way it should, it creates frustration, self-doubt, and even shame. Imagine you're in that moment, she's close to you, everything feels perfect, the mood is right, her body is calling out to you, but instead of rising with intensity, your erection feels weak, or worse, it doesn't even come. In that split second, the energy changes. You feel her noticing, you feel yourself pulling away inside, and what should have been a passionate moment turns into an awkward silence. Now here's the reality most men don't realize. These problems are not only common, they're directly connected to your health and your body's ability to circulate blood. Because at the core, an erection is simply a flow of blood rushing into your penis and staying there. If that circulation is blocked, weak, or slowed down, your manhood can't perform no matter how much you want it to. This is why so many men find themselves asking, why am I not hard enough? Why do I lose it so fast? Why does it take so long to get going? The truth is, the problem often has less to do with your masculinity or desire, and more to do with how healthy your blood vessels are, how well your heart pumps, and whether your body has the nutrients it needs to make that process happen instantly. Think about it. Your penis doesn't have a mind of its own. It only responds when your brain sends the signal, your nerves carry that message, and your blood vessels open up to allow the surge of blood to flood inside. That's what creates the stiffness, the power, the readiness. But when your body is missing certain key nutrients, that signal gets weaker, the blood vessels stay tighter, and instead of that instant rush of hardness, you're left frustrated. This is why we say an erection is not just a sexual reaction. It's actually a reflection of your health. In fact, doctors often look at erectile difficulties as one of the earliest warning signs of poor circulation, heart problems, or even hormonal imbalances. Your body is always talking to you, and one of the clearest ways it speaks is through your performance in bed. What many men don't realize is that lifestyle and nutrition play a huge role in this. Stress, poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, and too much alcohol all clog up your system, slowing down blood flow. On top of that, when you're low on certain vitamins and minerals, your body literally doesn't have the raw materials it needs to open those vessels and let the blood rush in. You might think of erections as just passion or desire, but in reality, they are science and biology at work. And one of the most powerful players in that process is something so simple most men overlook it: vitamins. Yes, the same nutrients you often ignore are the very things that could determine whether you rise strong or whether you fall short. Now picture this scenario: two men of the same age, both attracted to their partners, both equally aroused. One of them is low on vital nutrients, his blood vessels are stiff, his energy is low. No matter how much he wants to perform, his body betrays him. The other man has taken care of his body, his system is primed with the right vitamins, his circulation is strong. When the moment comes, he rises instantly, confidently, with no hesitation. The difference between these two men isn't just in their desire, it's in their biology. It's in what they've given their body to work with. This is where the importance of the right vitamin comes in. Your body isn't failing you because you're less of a man. It's failing because it doesn't have the tools it needs to succeed. Think of your body like an engine. If you try to start a car with no fuel, no oil, and blocked pipes, it won't run no matter how much you press the accelerator. But if you feed it the right fuel, clear the pipes, and give it the spark it needs, the engine roars to life instantly. That's exactly how your manhood works. The vitamin we'll talk about is like that spark. It triggers the system, fuels the flow, and makes sure when the moment comes, you don't just show up halfway. You show up fully, hard, and ready. And this matters not just for your body, but for your relationship, because let's be honest, when you can't perform, it doesn't just affect you, she feels it too. She might not say it out loud, but she notices when you hesitate, when you lose it, when you pull away. She starts questioning whether you desire her, whether you find her attractive, and while you're inside your head thinking, why won't my body work? She's inside hers thinking, why doesn't he want me? That gap in communication can destroy intimacy faster than anything else. But when you take care of your body, when you give yourself what you need to perform without worry, you're not just fixing erections. You're restoring connection, trust, and passion in your relationship. So the first truth every man must understand is this: your ability to stay hard is not luck, and it's not something you've lost forever. It's a system inside your body that depends on circulation, nutrients, and health. And the great news is, you can fix it. By giving your body the right vitamin, by fueling your system the way it needs, you can go from being the man who worries and doubts himself, to the man who rises instantly and makes his woman feel deeply desired. That's the difference between frustration and fulfillment. That's the difference between silence and passion. And it all begins with one simple shift in how you treat your body. The truth is, when it comes to erections, there's one nutrient that stands above so many others, and that is vitamin D. Most people know it as the sunshine vitamin, but very few understand just how deeply it affects a man's performance in bed. Vitamin D is not just about bones or mood. It's a direct player in how your blood vessels behave, how your hormones regulate, and how quickly your body responds when you're aroused. Without enough of it, your system is like a car trying to run on an empty tank. You can turn the key, you can press the pedal, but the engine just sputters instead of roaring to life. That's exactly what happens when a man is deficient in vitamin D. His desire might be there, but his body struggles to deliver. Science has shown that vitamin D controls the release of nitric oxide in your blood. And if you've never heard of nitric oxide, let me break it down for you. It's the molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand, creating more room for blood to rush through. When you're turned on, nitric oxide is what allows your penis to swell, harden, and stay strong. Without it, blood flow is weak, circulation struggles, and your erection feels unreliable. So if your vitamin D levels are low, your nitric oxide is also low. That means your body literally cannot give you the kind of hardness you want, no matter how much your brain or your partner is telling you to perform. Think about that for a second. So many men blame themselves, their stress, their partner, or even their age when things don't work in the bedroom. But in reality, it could be as simple as their vitamin D being dangerously low. And here's the shocking parts. Studies show that more than half of men worldwide are deficient in vitamin D without even realizing it. Why? Because we don't get enough sunlight, we stay indoors, we use sunscreen, or our diet simply doesn't provide it in high amounts. And while we think nothing of it, this quiet deficiency is stealing our ability to perform, draining our energy, and even lowering our testosterone levels. Now, imagine the difference when your vitamin D levels are optimized. Your nitric oxide production is firing at full speed, your blood vessels are wide open, and your circulation flows like a powerful river. Suddenly, the moment she touches you, your body reacts, not slowly, not half-heartedly, but instantly, strongly, with that solid confidence every man craves. And it's not just about sex. Men with healthy vitamin D levels often report higher energy during the day, stronger moods, and even sharper focus. It's like your entire masculine system upgrades when this one vitamin is where it should be. Let's bring this into real life. Imagine 2 nights. On the first night, your vitamin D is low. You're tired even before things begin. Your erection feels weak, and no matter what you try, it doesn't hold. You leave the bedroom feeling defeated, she leaves feeling unsatisfied, and the silence between you both lingers. On the second night, after fueling your body with enough vitamin D, everything is different. She looks at you, her touch excites you, and within moments your body is alive, hard, and unstoppable. You move with confidence, she feels your strength, and the night ends in passion instead of frustration. The only difference between those 2 nights was what you gave your body to work with. It's also important to understand that vitamin D doesn't just boost blood flow. It directly supports testosterone production, the hormone that drives your desire, your energy, and your overall masculine power. Low vitamin D has been linked in research to lower testosterone, which means not only weaker erections, but also lower sex drive, more fatigue, and even mood swings. That's why when you're deficient, you may notice you're not just struggling in the bedroom, but also in your daily life. You feel sluggish, unmotivated, maybe even less confident around women. But when you correct that deficiency, testosterone rises, and with it comes that powerful drive and spark that makes you feel like a man again. Now, let's be clear, this isn't about magic pills or overnight fixes. It's about giving your body a natural resource it desperately needs to function properly. While chemical drugs can force your body to react for a few hours, vitamin D actually strengthens the foundation of your system so that you can perform consistently, naturally, and without side effects. It's the difference between forcing an old engine to sputter and actually repairing it so it runs like new. One is temporary and risky, the other is lasting and powerful. If you've ever wondered why some men your age or even older seem to perform effortlessly, the answer might not just be genetics. It could be that they're taking care of their health and ensuring their vitamin D levels are where they need to be. Because performance isn't random. It's the result of preparation, of fueling your body the right way. And vitamin D is one of the most crucial fuels a man can ever give himself. So ask yourself honestly, how much time do you spend in the sun? How often do you check your vitamin levels? Are you giving your body the resources it needs to make sure you never have to experience that embarrassing moment when you want to perform but your manhood refuses? Because those moments don't just affect your body, they affect your mind, your confidence, your relationship. Every time it happens, you carry that weight, that doubt, and it changes how you see yourself. But it doesn't have to be that way. By focusing on this one vitamin, you can take control back. You can walk into intimacy without fear, knowing your body will respond the way it should. You can replace doubt with certainty, hesitation with confidence, and weakness with undeniable strength. That's the power of vitamin D. It's not just a nutrient, it's the spark that can reignite your manhood, your energy, and your connection to the woman you desire. And the best part, it's simple, it's natural, and it's within your reach right now. When most men think about erections, they focus only on the physical side of things. They want to know what will make them hard, what will keep them hard, and what will make sure they don't lose it at the wrong time. But what many don't realize is that the impact goes far beyond just the physical response. When your body responds instantly and powerfully, it changes the way you see yourself, the way you carry yourself, and the way you connect with the woman in your life. An erection isn't just a sign of blood rushing to your penis. It's a reflection of your confidence, your energy, and your masculine presence. And when you give your body what it needs to perform naturally, the change isn't just felt in the bedroom, it's felt in every part of your life. Think about how it feels when you struggle to stay hard. In that moment, it's not just your body that lets you down, it's your mind too. You start worrying if it's going to happen again. You hesitate the next time, and a little bit of your confidence slips away each time it repeats. That self-doubt doesn't stay in the bedroom. It follows you into your daily life. You feel less certain at work, less secure in social situations, and less bold when you're around women. It's not because you're weak, it's because deep inside, a part of you feels incomplete. But when your body responds instantly, when you rise strong without effort, that confidence is unshakable. You feel it in your posture, in your voice, in the way you look at her. She feels it too, because a woman can always sense when a man is secure in himself. Now imagine the opposite scenario. You've fueled your body, your circulation is powerful, your hormones are balanced, and the moment she leans in close, your body answers without hesitation. That instant hardness doesn't just satisfy her physically, it excites her emotionally. She feels desired, she feels wanted, and she feels your passion radiating through your response. In that moment, there are no doubts, no awkward silences, no questions about whether you want her. There's only fire, intensity, and connection. That's the deeper power of performance. It's not about just getting hard. It's about building trust, intimacy, and passion between you and the woman you're with. And let's be honest, women notice. They may not say it out loud, but they pay attention to how ready and responsive you are. When you're hesitant, when your erection is weak, when you can't keep up, it affects her more than you realize. She might wonder if you're not attracted to her, if she's not enough, or if something is missing between you. That's why fixing this isn't just about you, it's about protecting the connection you have with her. On the other hand, when you rise instantly, when you're strong and steady, she feels reassured, she feels beautiful, desired, and irresistible. And that makes her open up to you even more, giving herself to you fully without holding back. This is why one simple nutrient like vitamin D can create such a massive change in your life. It's not just opening blood vessels, it's opening doors to intimacy and deeper connection. It's giving you the ability to lead with confidence, to step into the bedroom knowing you will deliver, and to walk out of it feeling proud of the man you are. Because when you consistently show up for her, she trusts you more, she respects you more, and she desires you more. That's the kind of power that transforms relationships. It also transforms the way you see yourself. Every time you perform strongly, every time you make her gasp with pleasure, every time you last long enough to fully satisfy her, you add another brick to the wall of your confidence. And that confidence doesn't stay in the bedroom, it follows you everywhere. You walk taller, you speak clearer, you take risks without fear, because deep down you know you are capable, powerful, and alive. That's the hidden reward of giving your body the nutrients it needs. It's not just about avoiding embarrassment, it's about living as the fullest version of yourself. Let's not forget that intimacy is one of the deepest forms of communication between a man and a woman. Words are important, gestures matter, but the way your body responds to hers is one of the clearest messages you can ever send. When you are strong, hard, and ready, you're telling her without speaking, I want you, I desire you, I'm here for you. That message is powerful, and it builds a bond that no amount of talking can replace. But when your body doesn't respond, that message gets lost, replaced with confusion and disappointment, and over time, that can erode even the strongest relationship. This is why fixing the problem naturally is so important, because the moment you restore your body's ability to perform, you're not just fixing a physical issue, you're repairing the connection between you and your partner. You're making her feel secure, loved, and irresistible. You're also making yourself feel confident, masculine, and unstoppable, and that's something every man deserves to experience. So don't think of this as just a vitamin or just a nutrient. Think of it as the foundation of your confidence, your intimacy, and your masculinity. When you take care of your body at this level, you're investing in yourself, in your relationship, and in your future as a man. Because performance is not just about pleasure, it's about presence. It's about showing up fully, passionately, and without hesitation. And when you can do that every time, your woman feels it, your mind knows it, and your confidence radiates in every part of your life. That's why this isn't just about erections. It's about reclaiming who you are as a man, about refusing to settle for doubt and disappointment, and about stepping boldly into intimacy with certainty and strength. And when you achieve that, you're not just changing the way you perform. You're changing the way you live, love, and connect. Brothers, never forget this. Your strength, your confidence, your ability to rise as a man is not lost. Sometimes, it's just hidden behind what your body is missing. And one simple vitamin can be the spark that brings back your fire, your passion, and your power in the bedroom. Don't wait until disappointment becomes normal. Take action, fuel your body, and give yourself the gift of confidence every single night. If this message hit you, if you're ready to take charge of your health and your penis, then hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing truths, and drop a comment below sharing your thoughts. Because real men don't stay silent, real men take action.